Actually, wait. Since I can't leave yet, we'll talk to Otto as well.
Otto.
Continue the main quest a little bit.
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any...
That's right, he did call it an owl. And not whatever they've been calling
Well,
it.
that depends on your definition of good.
Alright, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Sent a owl. Wait, who the heck is Martha? Was she one of the people helping Mid? Oh yeah, she was.
Well,
Or no.
here,
Who is this?
Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making.
The what now?
Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out just like that. Problem is, it won't always.
Are you
get
speaking
rid of
English?
all the impurities, and with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off, and that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Weird science?
I imagine Ty...
This better not be like a weird tea or something.
Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job.
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores.
You just need me to call some bombs?
My eyes.
Those things that just appeared recently?
Blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
So it's like some super crazy charcoal.
Mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day.
Oh,
Would've gone
I didn't see it.
myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Uh-huh.
All this fuss
I'll get on with that as well.
We're all gonna die. You hear me?
Calm down. Wait, the Akashic?
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
How would... I guess, yeah, people did run out of the room. So I guess I can see how those rumors would spread.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Seems the hideaways.
Wait. Oh, I don't have that quest tracked. No wonder. Journal... Payback. Wait, do I have it?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, That, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well,
Okay, so it is tied to that
certainly exhibited powers that
thing
we
last
mortals
time.
would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
He made that giant hole in the
First
earth.
god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell us
So what happens if
things,
Ultima
there
eats
is
the
almost
ether?
nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope.
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
Okay. So wait, do I have to deliver those crystals somewhere else completely? Payback. Oh. Oh, right, that's Martha. Right. And Isabel is who? Isabel. Oh, right, her. The Courtesan. That helped us get through a single gate that one time. That valuable ally.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
All right.
Countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
But their emperor is dead.
I hope so.
And their queen is empress is dead.
Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking
The
will not help us
prince-
find a solution to this mess.
You
Killed the
believe there's one
father
to be found?
I don't
and
know.
is now with
But I am
bandits.
certain we're more
Outlaws.
likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Oh, we're getting lore.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope.
In modern times, it'd be
While
like if
most
all
of
your
the world
phones stopped
thirsts for
working.
ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function,
Wait, what? Where's
even
the
strongest nation would falter.
Akashic stuff coming from?
Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Oh, we can actually see the giant hole on the map there. That really is, like, bigger than I was expecting.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
We're not exactly an army.
Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
I'm trying to think. Alright, I'm going to check the map. Okay, yeah. So, like, this is where... Oh, crap. I keep trying to zoom in. But this is the only zoom we've got. Yeah, that's a pretty deep hole. And that's where we were last stream. Trying to get through the pass without a merchant, whatever. So there's a bomb on here now? Ask about bomb sightings. I'd ask about it first. The Croc, Sanbrek. Only a B rank? Oh, it's got a little crown. That's cute. The Croc, Sanbrek.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashik at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dallin.
Well, it just so happens I need to deliver some stones to them.
When it rains.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference.
But luckily, you can teleport.
There's only two people who care.
So,
Jill and I.
it falls on you.
Let them know we're on our way.
Aid Martha's Rest. Aid Northreach. Aid Dalamil. Oh, and now I can't deliver those. But what I can do is go slay some elder antelopes. Wait, onward. Oh, these are new side quests. Oh god. Oh boy. I'll do this sword one first. Man, this game was already desaturated enough for all my thumbnails. Now it's frickin' even worse. Alright. Right, because that's locked. So I can't actually do that one yet. Where the heck were those antelopes? Oh, they were here. There's Atlas. Alright, you know what? We'll just go ahead and do the main quest for a little bit. Till everything frees up.
Sid. Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went?
Hey, blame the
Because it's
Stolas,
a
not
good
me.
place, your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried.
Man is the real
deceptive
monster.
Parties, but even the desert hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid.
I mean, we're outsiders.
You won't have wasted much of your precious time if
We
you
spent
fail.
like
They're just across the courtyard.
5 minutes here before. Alright.
Suppose
45
we're
renowned.
shouting.
Jeez. Wasn't there a thing here to fight? At the mayor. Hmm. I don't see a place called the Vermeer. That's weird. I think so. The bomb was here, right? Bomb King location. The Dragon's Alley. Sorry, the Dragon's Airy. Wait, is that here? That doesn't look like here. At least nowhere that I recognize. The Jaw. The Velcroy Desert. Hold on. Bomb King location. The Imperial Claw. That's weird. I don't recognize this place. Did I read it wrong? Now I'm just kind of curious as to where this place even is. It's not here. Is that on the next continent? It might be, actually. I don't know when we'll be going there, though. Alright, main quest. Let's get to talking. Get to yelling.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And
But
what
they'll be
happens
inside,
when those
in your
mercenaries
walls.
are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor.
Again, it's weird. There's always like these
What's he doing here?
crazy high value cutscenes, and then
Sid,
even though this is part of the main quest, it feels like just glossed over.
what brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies.
We're working on the skies, don't worry.
Perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Let's just merge into that awakened Ifrit again and just, like, blow away all the clouds. Wait, what's going on here?
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear.
So,
could
we
set the
go
entire
kill the
town alight.
bandits. The
My
end.
thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are
If
vulnerable.
only we had an
There's one
exterior
thing bandits
person
like.
that would
It's an
not
easy
take
target.
money that could go kill
What
some
would Sid
bandits
the
for us.
outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It
Their
appears
two
we have a
options
plan of
are
action.
hire mercenaries or buy
Victor,
food.
pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince
I
him
can't
of
see
his
how
folly.
buying food would
I'll
go
speak with Natalie.
badly
As you wish.
and end in disaster.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful.
I'll just go talk to
Don't
more
worry,
civilians.
Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along. Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Alright. Oh wait, can I deliver this now?
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Haven't we had enough fighting?
Oh no, this is the sword guy.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
You're talking in the doorway
Please,
with the door open.
allow me to apologize.
I can't
His
do
lordship
much.
is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
I'm literally in the hallway.
Raheem! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I am outside.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? No, no, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen.
Then I'll retrieve
God, they
Lord
speak
Ignac's
so
luggage.
slowly.
You have
Yes, I understand.
participated.
You want an audience with Lord Ignac?
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not.
Do they need this many words to say, hey, sword was stolen,
Inquiries made on his
go get it
lordship's
back.
behalf mean that I know
They're at the
where to
bandit's bed.
find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalimil is set to pass through that.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence.
That will be very kind of...
Farewell.
Like, I'm glad they got all these nice voice actors to fill out the world and all that good stuff. But God, they have so many like long pauses. Like,
Picture it,
now
Conrad.
what could we do about this problem that we have?
Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself.
Everything's all pink.
May I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of
So we're
youth
lying
to
to
revenge
them
the deaths of your brave men
to get them to
and
change their
yourselves?
minds.
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Okay. By the way, yeah, that's just all the way up there, isn't it? Oh boy. That's gonna be a trek.
My shop.
Is the bread okay?
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie,
Am I a humble
allow me
bread
to
merchant?
introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Really?
Lord
I'm a merchant?
At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's
Okay,
stores.
we're just lying to them,
War says
saying,
that
hey, we
not
don't have
only
food.
Are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought.
Good lie there,
If
Clive.
what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little
Like,
we
it's
still
so
have.
slow.
Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
It almost sounds like, you know, like a
All right.
stage play,
If it will help to protect my
where everything
home,
being said
I'll
has
do
to
it.
be, like, weighty and,
But you needn't have gone through this charade.
like, has a pause after it to let it hang in the air.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike. She saw right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss,